Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here and welcome back to the test. It's the final part of the trilogy, the final revelation. Alright, I've recently played the other two games, so let us get into the finale. Before experiencing the Test Final Reelation, it is highly recommended that you've played the prequels, the Test, and the Test Hypothesis Rising first before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I'd like to urge you to go and play the Test, followed by the Test Hypothesis Rising now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in the order they were meant to be taken in. Would you like to close this game now? I've already played the Test and the Test 2. Well then, let's continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty, and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered. So be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. And the quiet comes back. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when the darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so that you will never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I'll be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed, my soul, my love, my bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you've rescued me from my hell. Nice little poem to start our journey. Okay. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Choice. Do you promise? We have choice now. With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We're going to find a way out of here. Interesting. The testing room, very familiar. Different person destiny. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Well, it's been a week, though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely I've been watching you. That's freaky. Studying every breath and every move. Thank you. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. The rhymes. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Okay, we're getting rhymes in this one. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Ooh, good choice of word. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery rot. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Ever? Yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? No, I feel like we put fairly even. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? No. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? No. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Not afraid. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Yeah. Wouldn't keep them as friends. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? No, it hasn't crossed my mind at this point. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? Afraid? No. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yeah, I guess there's certain scenarios that would happen. Do you ever feel like a burden? No. Have you ever felt left out? Yeah, of course. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? I don't think I'm that attractive, but the way that's phrased is odd, so I'm still gonna go with yes. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yeah. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yeah. Depends on what's going on the next day. Are you afraid to ask for help? No. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Probably not. Unless it's behind my back, which would be great. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? No. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Not really. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? No, I think the choices we make need to stay, or else we wouldn't be here. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Many? No. Some, yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? No. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No, I don't do it much, but it's make me feel uneasy. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yeah. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? There's some days that feel really slow. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? At the same time, yes. There are weeks that fly by. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? In general, no. If something weird's going on, then yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? I do think things through sometimes, so sure. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Yes, everybody does. If you answer no, then that's not true. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? Not at all. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? No. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? No. If it's someone you care about, you don't bully them. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yes, definitely. When I'm going through cities, I'm just going. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? No, I just keep the low profile. If people don't notice me, they stay out of the way. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yeah, everyone needs alone time. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? No. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yeah, confrontation is tough sometimes. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? No. If I don't have plans that day, then I'll do those plans. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Depending on what it is, yeah. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you the most? No. Fear is an important word there. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No, I drive almost every day. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No, I went to Italy by myself for 4 days. Very fun. Would very much recommend going somewhere by yourself. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Ever? Yeah, as a kid. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? I'm gonna go with no. Well, based on the answers you've provided me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, does it? Yes. Interesting. Allow me to guess further. Your name is... I thought I was going to say it. Mark. No. They want Markiplier, don't they? To be honest, I was just taking a wild guess. All humans look alike to me. To think that I could guess your name based on your answers would be ridiculous. It was impressive that they got the first letter. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? No, not really. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? No. None of my loved ones have left me. I'm going to have to stop you here. Interesting. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I forgot we were doing rhymes. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art, and let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Anger, depression, joy, chaos, relaxation, or numbness? Not the top two. It's between joy and chaos for me. I know what joy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Trapped, manic, broken, soulful, chaotic, and beautiful. Go with the bottom one. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals, the portal, soul abduction, a mind of mystery, celestial stare. Celestial stare could make sense. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This immediately makes me think of like the Night Sisters in Star Wars. That anger, not really, but it's the closest. What word do you feel describes? Stuck, abyss, toxic, demented, life, exotic. Toxic-y green, yeah, that could work. What do you think this picture is called? Corruption wave? Maybe. The birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. Go with corruption wave. I see. Next we have this one. Ooh. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This one felt like a lot was going on at the start when I first saw it. Glorious twin mirrored space planets galactic. I'll go galactic. The vault, Datacron, I see you. Reflection of the universe, shattered worlds, I like better. Noted. I feel like the name one, they like steer you towards with the second word. Take a look at this one. One's nice. It's like nice, but no joy again. Oh, I didn't read it. I thought we dimension door. I don't know what I picked for the second one. That was really unfortunate. How about this one? That one brings me back to chaos. Not quite close to lightning, actually. Nest of darkness, the abyssal gaze, shrouded misery, energy crown. Energy crown's really cool. I'll make note of that. And this here. My least favorite one, but it's kind of relaxing, I guess. Mask, veiled, cyclops, jungle. Prismatic, shrouded. It's either mask or jungle, and I like jungle better. Mind's eye, forest of depth, the masking eye of chaos, a shining light. I can see why it would be called a shining light. That would make sense. I feel like he's also blocking part of the picture. But now this one. What emotion do you feel? There's a lot going on here. Bring back chaos. Planetary collides big. Bosoms, wings, feathers, and heavenly collides big. Growth seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth, we meet again, angelic touch. I like angelic touch. How about this? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This one's anger. Fury, torment, volcano, brimstone, shattered, or fault. Fury. Arcing blaze, the world breaks, inferno gate, the shattering, rage incarnate. I don't see a gate, so I'm going to go with the bottom one. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? Ooh. It's relaxing. Cyborg, veil, information, analyzing, monitoring, futuristic. The datasphere, thought-provoked, incubation of dreams, matrix watcher, or life projector. I like the middle one. I'll make note of that. I'm sure you will. Now this one. That's kind of numbing, I guess. Ocean, no. Sky, maybe. Womb, no. Destiny, maybe. Warp, it's alright. Birth, no. Go with sky. What do you think this picture is called? Birthplace of dreams, no. Monolith heart, maybe. Endless sea, going down. Ultraviolet, we'll go with monolith heart. Interesting. Take a look at this. That's kind of depressing, honestly. It looks like stuff's breaking into darkness. Data broken, disfigured eye, anarchy or puzzle. I'm gonna go with broken. Deciphering, I broke you. That's a clever name. The crystal verse, planar zone, Picasso face. I like that one. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This is chaos. Arc, slime, vapor, melting drool, viscous. Actually, it's kind of vapor. The jowls of death, planet cradle, planet forming, dark lights, the sludge. Anything, it would be planet dark lights, I guess. None of those really resonated with me, but let's see here. What emotion do you feel is most present here? Ooh, that looks like an evil summoning of some sort. crown sword, laser, sunlight, eclipse, solstice. Eclipse. Sonic boom, red angel, solar blade, broken seal, disintegration chamber. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Just a few more. So that's kind of relaxing. Cosmic sphere. Ah, yeah, definitely cosmic. Spiral world, marble of time, formless being, higher intelligence, planar core. Spiral world. That's surprising. Is it now? Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present? It's kind of numbing. Gaseous, chaos, warped, wave, nebula, and jungle. I'll go with gaseous. Vaporous forms, light-breaking solar space, leaves, up close, verdant path. Definitely the top one. Liked that answer. Last one. Feels joy coming back. Music, choir, voice, hollow, solitary void. You know, I wasn't thinking music. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Holy cow. Empty world, warp tunnel, notes of harmony, static. I like static field. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious, they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Angry, they should share the prize. Jealous, I regret buying them a ticket. Happy, good for them. I'm glad they won. Indifferent, that's the way life goes sometimes. Happy, if I bought someone a lottery ticket, I don't expect anything back in return. Because if they win nothing, I shouldn't expect to give them more. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal the ticket for yourself? No. Destroy their ticket so no one gets it? No. Get them killed so I inherit the money? No. Let them be happy with their winnings? Definitely. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? If they bought me the ticket in the first place, yeah, I'd share some of the money. But I don't expect anything. And if they expected money, I don't know if I would. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case there rests $1 billion. Alongside the money there lies a blood-stained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Scared? There's blood in there. Anxious? What if somebody comes for the money? Excited? I'm about to be rich. Indifferent? None of my business. Scared? There's blood in there. I would think someone probably died and I'd probably call the police. What would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car. Take as much money as I could and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. Yeah. Leave the suitcase alone and move along. I'm calling the police. There's blood. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? Yes. Interesting. Someone could have died. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and an eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of the 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Scared? The devil is in my room. Suspicious? I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued? I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Angry? I want him out now. I'd be scared. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to to truly be the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. That's terrifying. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world? No. You'll never age but can still die from physical injury. Maybe you can bring one person back from the dead. Not worth it. None of those are really worth it. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? For eternal damnation? No, not worth it. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad, I don't want the world to end. Excited, I've always fantasized about a zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. Indifferent, this is life now. Scared. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes, of course, why would I not? Why would you not prevent a zombie apocalypse? You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to that position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position, and that he has to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? Angry I was promised that promotion. Jealous that promotion should have been mine. Betrayed I can't trust my own employer. Indifferent everything happens for a reason. I'd feel betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud, quit my job and look for new employment, sabotage the new employee to get them fired. Nothing, you wouldn't see me lose some. I'd probably leave. If my work isn't going to respect me, I don't need to stay. If the roles were reversed and you hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? Yeah, of course I would. I probably wouldn't know that it was screwing somebody over either. You're home alone at night cooking food in your kitchen and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared? Where did they go? Anxious? I don't know what's about to happen. Secure? I'm ready to handle whatever is coming. Protective? I need my family to be okay. Well, I said I was alone, so protective is odd. Scared. And what do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police, grab the nearest weapon in the house, and prepare myself. Check to see if everyone in the house was safe. Said I was alone. Run out of the house and go to the neighbors. I'd lock the doors and call the police. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human, would that change your answer at all? Yeah, I probably wouldn't call the police because they think I'm crazy. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well as you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? That's tough. You don't get a lot of time on this planet, so I'd want to be kept alive if I could. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending with my friends and family, pursuing all the dreams I hadn't yet accomplished, making the world a better place while I can. I'd wallow in my self-pity and probably want to die. I'd pursue some dreams, and it would be with family and friends. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point? It doesn't really change much for me, unfortunately. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He is named the Beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back." Johnny has come back, and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after, and you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily, to play and go for walks? I'm letting him keep the dog, man. That's much better. Does this story make you sad at all? Yeah, of course. That's tough. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yeah. I've had family members have dementia. It's not fun. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now let's say that you're given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially saving lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I would stay with family and friends. I can at least protect them from the killer as well. But I can help them have a better life. Do you think that you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? No, but that's why I clicked family and friends. Do you believe this scenario is possible? No. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I'd rather them stay with friends and family. One night, you go to sleep and get a good rest. That feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror, and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play, so you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, but they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. Each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so that you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again, and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? I would watch the video every day. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years even though they felt like it was for your own good? Yeah, I think that's wrong. It's my life. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would make a video telling them and give them the same scenario. If they want to live in the bliss, that's fine. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they aren't even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents, once the trance had worn off, that they repressed the memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their minds. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functioning adult, while playing the role of the child to her parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No, I think they did what was best for me, and if you're raising somebody, that's what you have to do. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance? Yes, definitely. Would you feel betrayed? Betrayed? No, they were still doing what was better for me. Would you confront them about the articles? Yeah, I think so. You have to. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Yeah, I think so. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths, in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold, a hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I would keep the bunker to myself. They exiled me. If they wanted my help, I could stay, and if I found that while I was with them, I'd share it. But they kicked me out. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in, so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? No, because I don't know how that's going to go. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion is the best way to move forward. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation, where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? As the leader, you have to do what's best for everybody, which means you raid them. Very interesting, because I wouldn't have exiled somebody in the sharing. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Oh, there goes the GoPro. So we're doing the rest without face cam. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love most? Neither are very good. But I guess I gotta leave them. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted, but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything, but they feel a deep personal bond? Stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Let's get the 20K, split it 4 ways. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? No way to prove it. You just don't have to be with them anyway. Would you rather get rich through illegal means, or be poor but live an honest life? Poor and honest. That's what I currently am doing. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? A pet, easily. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job, or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? I'd fire my friends. Would you rather sleep with your step-siblings, or sleep with your best friend's partner? Ugh. Step-sibling. At least it's not breaking up a relationship. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Save 1,000 strangers. I think they would tell me to do that too. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue a starving child from a third world country? I can afford food, so I'll get the kid. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Gotta have family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? I'll destroy the money. That way I can I'm still sustaining life. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? 4 years. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? Below, just generally safer. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Never. It's easier. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years, but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Ugh. Oh, but it never ends. Let's recover, I guess. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? Let's go 200 years. That'd be kind of cool. You'll still make new friends. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both your parents? Ooh. Friends are a lot younger, and there's more of them. That's tough, though. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise? I don't really need the praise. I'd rather know I did good myself. Would you rather punch a nun, or get punched by a nun? They always bring punching nuns into this, and you know what? At this point, it might be fun. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year, or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? I'll lose the money, man. It's not a lot. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20, or immediately win 10? It's not a lot of money, so I'll go on 20. Would you rather know how you die, or when you'll die? When, because then I would avoid the how. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? underwater very often. But you could still clean yourself. You could still take baths and see. Deaf always, though. But blind, like I can't see anything most of the time. Oh. Deaf, I can still talk to people. I'll go with blind. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? I'll travel in the world for free. That's so much better. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Hot coals. Snake rolls. No. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? The judge. Yeah, I'm not doing the dirty work. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Yeah, give me bad luck. Would you rather be married to somebody incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Both are bad, because both people should be attracted to the other. I'd rather them be attracted to me, though, I guess. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? Whatever it is, I'd rather love to do it. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? Oh. That's so... I'll do the 1 mile. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab $100 out of a public toilet? Give me the 5 in my pocket. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read again? I give up books. It's tough, though. I like both. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early? Give me 2 hours early. I hate being late. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? Find it. I don't know if I want to witness it. It's not going to be a target, at least if I find it. They can't come after me. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? I'll look into the future, see what's going on. Would you rather have 1 really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? 1 great. Quantity doesn't matter there, it's quality that really matters. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose 1 day off your life every time you kissed someone? 1 day off my life. That's tough, though. Is that starting now or before? Because then I've already lost days. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? This would make me feel so indifferent. I wouldn't really care. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? Oh, that's tough. True love is probably more important. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Pause button. Don't really want to go back. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Ugh, neither is good. And neither is particularly quick. This one I think would be less painful, though, than like drowning. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I'd make a friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd die to save my family. Yeah, there's a lot more people staying alive that way. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? At least this way I didn't hurt. But this way it's still implying that they're hurt. I'll do it this way. They're hurt either way. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Yeah, my worst enemy, sure. I don't really have enemies. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? I'll give up all liquids except for water. That's so much nicer. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest? Just above the lowest, because you don't want to be listening to max volume when you're going to bed. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Never meet my hero. It's more common to not meet your hero anyway. It's not abnormal. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? Yeah, no pet. I haven't had one yet, and I'm fine. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? Again, one amongst the many. Thank you for answering all my questions, but we are not done yet. For we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart beat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you pick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. That's the name of the game. These are the last questions that I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Morbid, destructive, insane, unclean, volatile, impetuous. Both unclean because I worked out and haven't showered yet. One of another word. Curious, intrigued, fascinated, interested, inquisitive. Interested. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Ever? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? I mean, bugs count, so yeah. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. I'd only blame them if I thought they did it. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No, haven't had a pet to abandon. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? Probably. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No, not to spite, be by an accident. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hated being wrong? Hated being wrong. Even though you hadn't been wrong. Oh. No. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? No. That's pushing it way too far. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No, that's wild. They're not loved one at that point. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? Ooh. That could change the course of world history, yeah. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? No, I live with my parents, so I see them every day. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? No. Unfortunately, at this point, my internet also died, but I did get to finish out the game because I didn't need internet to do that. and I took a picture of one of the notes in the message that I thought was the most impactful. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. Now, there was a much longer, nicer message throughout all of that on the wave of mental health and mental health awareness and suicide prevention, and I would heavily recommend you go and be able to watch that for yourself and play through this game and the trilogy on your own. You'll probably get different results than I did. My word for this game was fair. That is all I have for this game. I really enjoyed the trilogy and will be playing more games by this game designer. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.